In this training video, we're going to take a look at how to use the promo bar component. Now, the promo bar is a useful marketing resource that will allow you to display custom messaging and communication at the topmost portion of your InkSoft powered online store. So as you can see from this example here, at the very top of this store, you have this yellow bar with messaging, and of course that messaging says, hurry, last chance to save on Aztec's gear, use code Aztec in checkout to save 10%. So you also notice as I scroll through this web store, that bar stays sticky or constant at the top of the store. So this maximizes visibility to ensure that your shoppers see this messaging. And think of this messaging as things like instructions, promotional, call to action, really flexible. But the point being, this is a great way to display any sort of messaging and communication necessary for any of your selling programs. So let's take a look at how to use this functionality. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to copy this example and I'll go ahead and delete this component and we'll start from scratch. Now, of course, you're going to want to go to the web store that you wish to add the promo bar component to. So in this case, you can select the store. We can go to edit mode, and of course, that's going to invoke the edit functionality. And let me actually remove this component. So what we'll do now is we're going to click on the blue icon at the very bottom right corner, and of course, that will allow us to access the component library. From the dropdown, I'm going to go ahead and select promo bar. So what I'm going to do now is click layout number 1. Now, I will point out that in the future we may introduce more than one layout for promo bar. So of course, you'll always see the current layouts that are available. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose promo bar layout 1. Now you'll notice InkSoft will say, hey, you might have had previously used data in the promo bar. So do you want to reload that, or do you want to start from scratch? So that's a little intelligent feature we use to make sure that we're giving you options. Rather than starting from anew, you can access the last used state. So in this case, we're going to say start from scratch. Now you'll notice as soon as I make that selection, we can see an example of the promo bar on our preview window. And you'll see placeholder text, promo bar text goes here. And also, you'll notice on the left-hand side, we have the promo bar dialog that allows us to control the color, of course, input the text and the messaging we want, and choose whether we want it center justified, which is default, or left or right justified. So by default, the background color will be established as the primary accent color. And let's go ahead and look. If we go back to style, you'll notice button and accent color is currently yellow. So it automatically adopts the accent color that you had defined for that store. Now, of course, I'll go back to the component and hover my mouse over the promo bar component where I can edit or remove. So if I click edit, that's going to re-invoke that promo bar window on the left-hand side, where again, I can manage the color. So in this case, I can remove color, I can change the color, I can choose a custom color. You have the full range of color controls that you have for all the other components that support color. Now, I also want to point out that if you choose a darker shade or darker color, notice how the text color automatically updates as opposed to choosing a lighter color. So InkSoft automatically will optimize the color for text to ensure that it displays properly. Now, of course, I can enter in my messaging here. In this case, I'm just going to paste in the messaging I had. I'll also point out that you can use basic HTML text formatting. So things like bold, italicized, underline, even supporting links. And in the step-by-step guide that is accompanying this video, you'll see at the very last step in that training guide some useful HTML text snippets for use in the promo bar. And again, that's going to allow you to add a link and teach you whether to link internally, meaning maybe you want to link directly to a product, like this specific hoodie is on sale, and you want to link right to the product detail page for that hoodie. Or maybe you want to take them outside of the store and go to another browser tab and take them to an external website. So we give you instructions on how to format links to link internally or externally. So again, you can use basic HTML formatting or just simple text. And I will point out one other function here, that when you go to style, the body text size, that will adopt in the promo bar. So if you have your body text set to default, but if you change the size, that will also change the size in the promo bar itself. So that's how you can increase or decrease the text size in the promo bar. So really, that's pretty much it. I mean, the promo bar is straightforward. This is a useful and very simple feature that allows you to put messaging on your store, and that messaging will display as this promo bar, and it will stay sticky. So no matter what, it's always visible, and that's a great way to ensure that your customers are seeing that messaging. So think of using this for, again, call to action, sort of marketing messaging, promotions, special instructions, maybe urgency. Hey, there's only 5 days left in this online store, so act now. Really flexible and dynamic. I also point out that this is responsive. So of course, if your customers visit on a mobile device, you'll notice the mobile view will format the text properly, so it'll drop it to additional lines when necessary. So if you have any questions or you need any assistance in terms of taking advantage of the promo bar, make sure, as always, to reach out to the InkSoft Success Squad, or you can simply email us at support@inksoft.com.